Hey friends, Tuxx here. I got something on eBay here I wanted to open on camera. I cut this open just to get it started, but this is actually a Figma, and I've done a few videos on Figmas and, you know, if they're real or fake, okay? And I got an incredible deal on this. This is probably available on Amazon, and if I have a good link, I'll put a link down below for you too, but I did get this particular one on eBay, and it's a situation where it could be fake, okay? It was about 20 bucks, okay? And keep in mind that Sword Art Online Season 2 with Sinon that's old. It's been like, what, 5 years, 7 years? It's been around for a while. So maybe that's why this is advertised as new Figma for like 20 bucks, because normally this would be about $60, $70, 80 or more, you know. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at this here real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this open on the end here. It looks pretty good. Looks like we have a little ding right there, so not too bad, but all in all, it looks like so far Max Factory 241, Sinon, Sword Art Online 2. It looks good. Let's go ahead and pull this out a little bit more here and check this out. Now, I guess because of the price of it, I guess I should kind of expect that the box is gonna be a little crunched up. You can see it looks like we got a little damage here. If you're like a real diehard collector, you probably wouldn't be happy with like weird little dings in the box and that kind of thing, but you know, it does happen. It actually looks pretty new, and this box feels very good. Sometimes one clue to a fake Figma is the box itself. Maybe it looks good, but when you look at the actual like text and artwork and stuff, it's a little like the graphics are printed a little cheaper and they're not quite as crisp as an actual Figma box. Now it looks like this is very bright and vibrant, and it looks actually pretty good, to tell you the truth. So far I'd be leaning towards actually real. Everything looks legit. All the barcode information, everything looks good here. This looks like this probably is a real one, but I'm gonna hold my final judgment till the end here. But it looks pretty good. I mean, for 20 bucks, that's not a bad Figma. Let's go ahead and open this up and put this to test a little bit further. We'll pop it open. The inside flaps look legit. Everything looks good. This is what it should. The box is still, again, a little dinged up, and that does make me cringe just a little bit, because I do like my boxes being really nice. Okay, so we're gonna pull it out. Okay, now one bad sign, it looks like there's some loose parts. Now it could just be because this is, you know, several years old. It says it's new. Looks like we lost a hand here. So we'll put this down here, and then looks like one of the little hands came loose, which is a little bit odd for it to come loose and actually come out of the package, but I guess because there's a little gap here between these two, that could explain how that might fall out. I'll just leave this right here for now, though. The package itself looks good. It is taped shut, which sometimes does happen. Everything looks pretty good. Let me pull off the back here. Looks like we have a few layers. So this back layer here has the gun, and looking at the gun, there's like a layer and a layer and a layer here. Of course, that's another good sign that is actually a real Figma, is that has all the layers to the packing. We'll go ahead and pull this off a little bit here and check this out. Oops. Now, she does come with a couple different things. The gun itself, okay, there is some articulation in the gun, which is interesting, which probably is legit unless it's broke. Oh, it looks like maybe it is a little bit broke. Yeah, man, it's broke. Shoot. I was wondering, it's like, I didn't think this gun was supposed to have a handle like that. It's not the end of the world. Well, actually, no, maybe it is correct. This is like a kickstand. This is like a kickstand for the back. It's not broke. Although, actually, this feels like loose. Okay, now that is a sign of it being kind of a fake, that these pieces are like flopping out on their own pretty readily, okay, which is not good. But so far, I'm not going to say it looks completely fake, but I don't know if it's supposed to, like, this little kickstand here is already falling off of my fingers, just barely touching it. It does pop back in place there, though, which is good. So there we go. And, yeah, so it looks pretty good. I mean, except for the fact that it is kind of falling apart, which is kind of a bad sign. I like the way the scope has the green there, like her eye. So, very cool, nice little detail touch. We'll put this back here for now, as I don't want to lose any pieces. And looking at the figure itself, I'll keep this video kind of brief. I'm not going to go into super depth. If anyone has any particular questions, let me know. Now, another way, everything's kind of popping out of the package, which, again, 7 years is possible. Now, looking at the stand should say Figma on it. And that is another clue if it's real or not. And there's actually a thing in Japan where they're not allowed to actually put like the information on here. Now, okay, So this looks kind of fake, okay? And check this out. Here's why. Okay, first off, the stand does not say Figma, okay? The advertised eBay one did say Figma across here, okay? This one does not, okay? So that definitely makes me lean towards the fake side. Another thing to note is that the actual text here, it's a little bit off center. It actually kind of is a little higher on this side and goes down that direction. It's not perfectly level, which is definitely a sign of like lack of quality when they printed it. It's interesting they even have any printing on here at all, because oftentimes fake Figmas will just be blank like this with nothing written here, but it does say, you know, Sword Art Online SAO 2 project made in China. But this should, honestly, if you look at Figmas, other Figmas, paid Figmas, it will say Figma here. So anyway, that's leaning towards the fake. Taking a look at the figure itself, we got lots of little hands and things in here. Everything looks good. All the parts to the stand look right. Nothing really stands out as being wrong. Pretty tight, bendable, not bad. This should go right in here very easily. We'll give that a quick little try. Pop it in. It feels tight. Feels good. So not bad, not bad. Now looking at the figure itself, okay, we're already losing. She lost her face. Okay, so that's kind of a bad sign. Let me pop this back in place here. We'll pop on this whatever expression was the base one, which it looks like the serious expression. Okay, and try and pop the face on. Now these fake Figmas are notorious for parts falling off, like losing limbs and parts of jackets and things like that. The actual Figma here, sorry my phone keeps going off, Pokemon Go Fest is coming up in like a day. I'm getting texts like crazy. But the back part here looks good. The scarf, it actually does have some articulation, so you can make it kind of blow in the wind a little bit. You can see how that can move, which is really cool. We got ball joints in there. On the back here, everything looks correct. Nothing really falling off. Looks good. Her face looks good. Sometimes around the eyes, another tell of a fake is if you look at the eyes, you can see the printing on the eye doesn't look right. And this printing actually looks pretty good. The part that disturbs me the most is the fact that it falls off so easily, okay? And this is something you can't tell on camera, but quite honestly, new Figmas have a smell which I can't help but describe as anything else than Play-Doh. It smells like, as a child, you probably ate or smelled Play-Doh before, okay? And sometimes Figmas, when they're new, smell like Play-Doh. So let me give her a little sniff here and see if I get the Play-Doh vibe. Give me 1 second. All right, I gave her a head to sniff, and you know, it does smell a little bit like Play-Doh, a little faint. It's not strong like sometimes Figmas are, but again, this is a 7-year-old Figma that's probably been sitting in a factory somewhere for a very long time. So anyway, this is a very interesting case. We have some things leaning towards it being real, and some things leaning towards it being fake. I would say my final conclusion, without any like crazy in-depth analysis further, would be, looks like all the pieces are good. This is kind of like not glued in, like sometimes this piece of plastic is like really hard pressing all the faces and little accessories and things in. Let me try and switch out the head here just one time and see if anything goes wrong. Let me try and pull this off here. Okay, so very good. And let me just try and put a different face in. The faces are kind of the same. Like, oh, this one's kind of her unhappy face. Let me do that one. And it's weird. It looks like you only get one frontal piece of hair, so you have to kind of share that front hairstyle. So we're gonna pull that off here. See how this pulls off? Pulls off pretty good. Doesn't feel too loose or too weird. Oops, we're losing the scarf, but that's okay. I think that would happen on a real Figma too, to be honest. And let me make sure this fits in here. So now we're gonna put the hair together so she has frontal hair and she's not like bald in front. And this, it's not fitting the best, okay? So that would also lead me to believe this could be a fake. Is there supposed to be another piece of hair? No, not really. There's only one. It's very interesting. Okay. Well, tell you what, I'm just going to go back with the original one because it seems like that one was working a lot better with the piece of hair that was included. I'll have to take a look and see if it's supposed to have a second piece of hair that fits with the other face expressions. This all fits pretty well. Like, that fits nice and tight. And we're going to put that back on, and we're going to pop her head back in here. And that feels normal, tight, good. Okay. So, all right. Let me know what you think. Oops. Let me know what you think, if this is fake or not. I would lean, honestly, to it being fake, okay? And the reason why I say that is the stand The Play-Doh scent is there, but it's very faint. But really, overall, the pieces are falling off much more than they should for a actual paid full price real Figma. So I would think that the pieces would stay together just a little bit better. I'm having a hard time even connecting these and keeping them in place. Like, in fact, I'm gonna leave the scarf off right now. Looks like she has 2 back hairs, but only 1 front hair, which is interesting too. Okay, so I had a little gun in the hand with a grip, and that looks pretty good. Again, pieces feel quite loose, but final conclusion, I have to say, I think this is a fake, okay? Just so many things add up to it being a fake. It doesn't seem like the quality of a normal Figma, but on that side note, for 20 bucks, it's not bad, guys. Like, fake Figmas can be a lot of fun. Now, I know there's a whole debate about, you know, oh, you're not supporting the artist, and blah, 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 and that's true. I would always recommend buying the real Figma, but maybe if you only have a little bit of cash, maybe get a fake and then get a real one down the road, you know? Anyway, I think it's pretty cool for 20 bucks. Pretty good deal, definitely. Nice little fake Figma, I'm assuming. But let me know if you think it's real, all right? And if you have this one for real on your own and you know you bought it from a respected dealer and not like eBay or something, and if you bought it new, and let me know about the stand, and let me know if you think this matches your real Sinon 241 Figma, okay? All right, friends, thanks for watching. We'll have a link for you down below. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Yeah.